According to the government, neither of us exists.
Surveillance, infiltration, manipulation. These were the tasks performed by Syndrome's ruthless partner during Operation Kronos, known simply as Mirage. Her ambitions were misguided and her morality clouded, for she both caused the deaths of numerous supers, but also the defeat of Syndrome himself. Hello, I'm Isaac from What's Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people. And today, I'm going to explore the original Incredibles film and theorize on Mirage's mysterious backstory and future. If you'd like to learn more about the Incredibles, I have provided all the links to the movies and the resources I used in the description. And to continue discussing Disney with me, make sure to subscribe and click that notification button. When we see Mirage in The Incredibles, Mirage is an active leader within Syndrome's organization, seen through her being the handler of the supers who come to the island and being the only other person with access to the Kronos database. In addition to working with Syndrome, she also kinda loves him. I personally find this really gross, but hey, there's someone out there for everyone. Together, they are working to obtain power and wealth, and that's what she loves about him.
He's attracted to power. So am I. It's a weakness we share.
Mirage believed in Syndrome and his vision for the future. She sees Buddy as someone society could love, but just doesn't understand yet.
Seems a bit unstable.
I prefer to think of it as misunderstood.
Using her cold and calculated nature, Mirage pursued Syndrome's dream and did his bidding.
2 o'clock. Got it.
See you there.
I mean, look at that face. That is an evil face. She did his dirty work until he crossed a line in her eyes. These moments of doubt in Syndrome, I believe, lend some insight into the mind of Mirage and her backstory. The first instance Mirage questions Syndrome's intentions occurs when he launches missiles at Mr. Incredible's family, and they state,
"Mayday, mayday! India Gulf 909er is buddy spiked! Abort, abort! There are children aboard! Say again, there are children aboard this!"
No! For some reason, children are a line she is unwilling to cross, and I think this could relate back to experiences in her own life. Maybe she possessed a history of a dark childhood, making her feel like she lost the opportunity to experience being a child. Without those moments in her life, it's possible she now hopes to preserve others' youth like no one had done for her, which is why Syndrome's willingness to destroy those children hurts her, because she was once one of those defenseless children. She is startled Syndrome would end the life of a child, but the moment that truly shatters her relationship with Syndrome is when Mr. Incredible is first captured. Mirage is normally smart in her decisions and thoughtful, but when Syndrome was about to be grabbed by Mr. Incredible, she intervenes to protect him, and his response to Mr. Incredible threatening to kill her is calloused.
Release me! Now!
Or what?
I'll crush her.
Oh, that sounds a little dark for you. Now, go ahead.
Mirage doesn't understand how he could let her die. She knows how to keep her distance from people, and maybe that means she normally has a difficult time trusting individuals. Mirage didn't just trust Syndrome though, she outright put herself in danger for him, an action she would probably not perform for anyone else, since she's kind of living as a supervillain, and supervillains don't help no one. I think at some point in her past, she was hurt in a way that made her closed off, and for many years, Syndrome opened her up again through their relationship. But when it came down to it, she realized she was just a pawn to him.
I called his bluff, sweetheart, that's all. I knew he wouldn't have it in him to actually...
Next time you gamble, bet your own life.
Mirage felt Buddy was the one person who understood her and who she could trust, but he betrayed that. I believe Mirage had a difficult childhood, which is why she is unwilling to destroy other children's lives, and she has difficulty trusting anyone because of something in her past. But to understand these moments in her life and where Mirage came from before The Incredibles, we need to understand where she went afterwards. In The Incredibles comics, which take place after The Incredibles film, in issues 8 through 11, Mirage is revealed to have been recruited by the National Supers Agency, otherwise known as the NSA, as an agent. In the mission we see, Mirage is paired with Elastigirl, where she proves to possess skills in combat, weapons, and advanced gadgetry. But of course, she wasn't just skilled in a fight. She has also proven herself to be capable of espionage. When she pursues Mr. Incredible, for example, she is swift in her ability to bring him to the island. After identifying Mr. Incredible as her target, the next day she is able to exploit his current situation. You see, after Bob provided advanced insurance information again to an old woman, his boss, Gilbert Huff, called him into his office where they discuss Bob's behavior and witness a mugging. The Mr. Incredible within Bob drives him to help, but Huff's insistence to restrain him leads to the mugger getting away and Bob physically hurting Huff, resulting in Bob's termination from InsureCare. How serendipitous that a mugging would happen in perfect view of Mr. Incredible at the exact time he was in the office by an individual who didn't even take anything. This would seem unbelievable until you realize Mirage could have set it up. Since Rick Dicker, an NSA agent, suggested the Parr family has moved around quite a bit due to Bob's enraged uses of his powers, it stands to reason Mirage used Mr. Incredible's history of outbursts to create the circumstances for another one to happen, after she planted her message for Mr. Incredible. Mirage truly has the ability to create chaos everywhere she goes. Mirage knows how to destroy someone's life and just what to say to bring Mr. Incredible into Syndrome's trap. Sure, there were many benefits for Bob to accept Mirage's offer, including being paid handsomely after losing his job, but it's the allure of saving the day again and using his powers that he just can't pass up.
The supers aren't gone, Mr. Incredible. You're still here. You can still do great things. Or you can listen to police scanners. Your choice.
There are actually even many theories online that believe Mirage is such a powerful manipulator because she is a super herself. But Brad Bird, the director of The Incredibles, has confirmed she is not. She isn't skilled in combat or amazing at leveraging information on individuals or leading Operation Kronos because she is a super. I think it's because Mirage has always been a spy. Now that we know Mirage is actually a well-trained spy, capable of being recruited by the NSA, I believe her backstory becomes more clear, especially when taking inspiration from the story of Marvel's Black Widow. Mirage living her entire life as a spy would explain why she does not exist to the real world.
According to the government, neither of us exists.
Little is known about Mirage, but this line shows us Mirage has no connections. She cannot be recognized. Mirage exists within the shadows of the world, and I think she has spent her entire life here as a spy. Mirage longs to protect childhoods because hers occurred in the shadows of society, experienced grueling conditions, and was consumed by training and discipline to become a master spy. In addition, the reason Syndrome's willingness to let her die hurts so much after putting her life in danger comes from that training. She was taught to never trust anyone, and the one person she ever let in place a bet on her life. If I learned anything from the TV show Chuck, it's that relationships with spies are very difficult. I wouldn't want to be in her situation. With these relationship straining instances creating distance between Syndrome and Mirage, and a team of supers on the island looking to take Syndrome down, Mirage felt her allegiances turning as any tactical individual would. She realized her dreams of power were being stripped away by the supers and Syndrome's arrogance. So she assisted the Incredibles by freeing Mr. Incredible and granting them the launch codes, leaving her in good standing when the NSA inevitably came looking for her. Since she helped the supers when they needed her and possessed a history of accomplishing murder, I think the NSA chose to handle her similarly to the super Blazestone. Either Mirage could go to jail or be required to serve the NSA as a spy, instead of using her manipulation, espionage, and information retrieval for her own personal gain. The NSA gave her the ability to become an agent and finally be a hero. Thanks for coming out to talk with me today. I'm super excited for The Incredibles 2, and that's why I got this awesome Incredibles 2 t-shirt, which you can get too while supporting the channel over at watsostore.com. If you enjoyed theorizing on Mirage as much as I did, then click that like button, and if you are interested in staying up to date with more magical Incredible videos, then click that subscribe button and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So now it's time for the question of the day, sponsored by my patrons. Do you think Mirage was raised to be a secret agent? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you'd like to see more Watso videos, then check out some awesome pics over here. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a magical day.